Yo, hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. Happy Monday. It is a new week, which just means a new opportunity to buy some cards. And I am back now. I got back yesterday from Cincinnati. I had a great trip up there, seeing my brother and my sister and some family friends. Getting together and hanging out was a blast. I laughed all weekend with them, and we had so much fun hanging out. While we were there, I showed the video yesterday. My brother and I went to a card shop, which was great. Ideal Sports Cards there in the Cincinnati area. And then went to a ball game and saw the Brewers win another one in extra innings. And that was so much fun. And at the ball game, I actually got to see JT, which is why I'm wearing my Triple Crown 24 hat. JT showed up at like the 7th inning and hung out with us, and then gave me a ride back to my friend's house so I didn't have to cram in the car with everybody else. And it was just fun hanging out with him. You know, when you get to see your friends and you kind of go to their turf, it was just great to see him, and glad he came even for just a little bit of the game. That was just awesome. So I have a lot to cover in this video, and I hope you stick with it because there's some just fun stuff. I'm going to kind of show a bunch of different things and talk through some different things. I want to remind you guys first off here that the 10 most iconic baseball cards lists are due by Sunday. I'm kind of compiling those and working on those. So far, I've been through, I think, all the videos and a lot of the comments, and it's amazing. We don't think the same on what's iconic. And that's actually okay. I think that's cool. It's interesting for sure. And so keep putting those comments in that video. If you do a video response, make sure you tag me in it so that I can see it. And yeah, keep doing that all this week through Sunday. I'll be tabulating the votes. And then sometime after that, we'll do a video, me and Chris and Garrett, about what the results were and how I did predicting what the results would be. We shall see. Yeah, that's it for that. What else? Oh, man. Okay. This community is amazing. It continues to grow. It continues to flourish, in my opinion, despite what people say about card content being dead. I'm not a believer in that at all. And there are 3 channels that are really new. That I say new. A couple of them probably aren't new, but they're just trying to get out there. And they happen to be, number one is Brad's Vintage Collection. I've met Brad multiple times at nationals. We spent some time talking this year at the YouTube picnic, and he was mentioning starting a channel, and I was excited to hear it because I know what his collection is, or at least I've seen some of his collection, and therefore I'm excited to watch it on YouTube and see even more of it as he over time begins to show his collection off. You'll want to see it too, I promise. Definitely will be links down below for you to go to these channels. I'm going to mention 3 of them. Brad's the first one. Go check them out. Sub, don't sub, at least watch a video or 2 and see if you like their style, right? That's kind of what I try to get people and encourage people to do. Is it may or may not be your thing, but you might as well go check it out. We all love seeing cool cards and meeting new people, and that's the whole point. So Brad's Vintage Collection, number 1. The second one is Cory, and he's over at True Card Adventures. Cory and I have met multiple times at nationals. I think if I remember right, he's a big Jim Gilliam collector, and has a really cool channel, does good on his videos and stuff. So it's a True Card Adventures, Cory. Go check him out. And then a literally brand new guy. His name is Tyler. He is done 1 video so far, but when you watch his first video, and I love when a channel starts and they introduce themselves and they describe why they are in this community. Tyler hits all the points that I go, yep, I want to be friends with that guy. Just watch it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Go watch it. His channel is called 5 Cent Wax, which is a great name. Again, all the links will be down below. Feel free to go check out those guys and see if you like their stuff. Okay, that's it from this way. I'm going to turn this around. I got some cool stuff to show you. So let's get into it. Hang on one second. All right, I got back from Cincy, and in my mailbox was a package from the Penny Sleever. And I have done some videos on my Topps 5-star collection, and I've been wanting to kind of get everything into just regular top loaders. And who better to buy those from than over at the Penny Sleever, thepennysleever.com. Great stuff, great prices, and pretty much everything you need. Like, they got all kinds of stuff, including some very unique items. So I encourage you to go check out the Penny Sleever. Isaac will take care of you. These are 180 points. These are what I needed for my 5-star autographs. I had bought them already, and I bought the wrong size because, I don't know, I just didn't realize how big the 5-stars were. I don't know all the points, on all the cards. I'll admit to being a little naive with that. And so I bought the wrong ones. I got them in, and then I called Isaac, and he sent these to me immediately, and then got these ordered. So I have these now, and I have changed them all out. I have an extra pack here for down the road as I acquire more 5-star autographs. I'm ready to go with the next ones, so check that out. Okay, next up, all right, this is going on a stand. This is getting a stand. I'll show it to you first. This is a totally just because I think it's cool and awesome and love it, and I wanted it, and I bought it. That's all this is. Man, shout out to Orlando, a collector's dream, Minnie Minoso, Cuban-born, awesome player, Hall of Famer. And this is a 1981 True Value team postcard for the White Sox. And you're like, all the White Sox guys, Jason and Mitchell, they're all gonna love this. But okay, let me just set this back here, because there's some stories behind this and why I thought it was so cool and all the things. Okay, so Minoso came up, he was Negro League player, but played for Cleveland in 1949, and he continued to play in the major leagues throughout the 50s, the 60s, and I think he retired in 64 at the age of 40. And then in 1976, I think as part of a publicity stunt, I can't imagine it being anything else, he played in 3 games, had 8 at-bats, 1 hit for the White Sox in 1976. So that gave him his 4th decade playing in the majors at the age of 52, by the way. I'm 51, and I can't even imagine getting in a Major League Baseball game, but Minnie Minoso did at 52 and 76. And not to be outdone, not to say I'm done with anything, in 1980, the White Sox again had Minnie Minoso appear in 2 games. He had 2 at-bats. He didn't get a hit, but he was 56 years old. And so that happened in 1980. He actually has a 77 Topps record breaker, if I remember. Yeah, he does. And so 1980, he plays in his 5th decade in the majors, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, which is ironically the master collection that I'm trying to build of Hall of Famers, 5 decades, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. So I was reading about it and saw some video. You can watch video of him at batting, and I think it's in 76 when he gets his last hit. There's a video out there on YouTube of that, which is fantastic to watch. And so the White Sox postcard set, 1981, does have Minnie Minoso in it as a 56-year-old who played 2 games with 2 at-bats and no hits. And so the back of it shows, you probably won't be able to see this great, but it shows his 76 year and 80 year. And so to me, this is Minnie Minoso's last card. not a Topps card, not any of that, but to me just screams baseball history. It's a Hall of Famer. It's autographed. It's like this scratches every itch of what I love about this hobby, what I love about collecting. And so, does this fit anywhere in my collection? Well, I have a lot of Hall of Fame autographs for sure, but I just buy it because you love it. That's what I would tell anyone about the hobby. And this item fits that for me. So there is the Minnie Minoso. How this is so cool. And a dude had them on eBay. Like I saw it. I couldn't believe it. So there's that. We'll move the stand now. I'll leave Minnie back here to watch because he'll appreciate what I'm about to show next. So Theo, Clemente Collector, put out a video, and I've seen a lot of response videos for this, and it's kind of, would I sell my entire collection and kind of would I start over? That was the gist of the question that he posed to all of us out there thinking through that. I'm gonna drink some coffee, hang on. Yep, that was a sound effect for you guys. So would I sell my entire collection? The answer to that is yes, I would. And I truthfully believe that to a man, anybody would say there is a number that would get you to sell your collection. You think there isn't, but I think there is for all of us. And I'm no different. I'm not going to say everybody would feel this way and then not say I would feel that way. Absolutely. There is a number that you could buy everything I own for. Save one thing. And I'll show you what that one thing is here in a second. But would I start over question is harder to answer. And I think the answer to that would be no. I would not start over. And I've told that to other people. And it's because the idea of starting over terrifies me. It's like I've been doing this so long and I think I would just be done. I would just find other things in life to move on to. Does it mean I'd stop collecting things, period? Probably not. That's genetic, and everybody that's a collector, true collector, knows that. But I don't know what it would be next. I don't think it would be cards, because how could I ever get back to where I was? I don't have another 40 years on this earth to do that. Nor would, no, I wouldn't. So that is the answers to those questions. But I did say there's one item I would not get rid of. My third video I ever did 12 and a half years ago on my channel. You can sort by oldest and go watch it. It's terrible, but maybe you don't need to watch it because you're about to see what the item is that I showed then. And it's this. This is the item I would not get rid of. This is a baseball that is now in a dark hole, but it has seen a lot. And this baseball is a baseball that my dad would carry around with him when he was working for the Rangers and doing television camera work. And he would have it in a Ziploc bag, literally. And he would carry it around. And every time he would see a Hall of Famer, he would take it out and ask the player to sign it. And he didn't do that a lot, but he did it with some cards and stuff. I'm going to show you who all is on the ball in a second, but I'm telling you the story now. It has got some toning, definitely. I remember in the years after, it would sit in a desk in their house and just kind of roll around. And ultimately, I don't know, 15 to 20 years ago now, the ball came into my possession. And it is something I cherish and treasure, truthfully. It's just so unique. It's something my dad did kind of for me and my brother, and so let me go through who's on the ball and then I'll tell some more about it. So you got Mickey Mantle in the sweet spot, and the mantle is definitely fading, but this is kind of my exemplar for, if I look at a Mickey Mantle, this is what I'm going to use because my dad got this from Mickey Mantle. And so the authenticity of this is not in question, but there's some toning there, definitely some fading on the auto. It's kind of been rubbed off. Let me go to this panel first. Being very careful here. I wish I had white gloves like Mangini, but Ernie Harwell, he would get Hall of Fame announcers too, because he was up in the booth. That was where his camera station was. And so Ernie Harwell, great Tigers guy. Mel Allen there. is on the bottom. So got those guys. On this panel, we've got George Kell, Al Kaline, and Brooks Robinson. And you can see this was a day, my dad knew nothing about autographs, so using whatever pen I think was available was probably what happened, and that's okay. That's it. It's not important, really. It's just, in this panel, we got Don Drysdale and Phil Rizzuto. Those are pretty bold, awesome autographs. And then on this panel, we've got Harmon Killebrew, Reggie Jackson, and Nolan Ryan. I mean, those are all some pretty great players and announcers on this. So 1, 2, 3, I've never counted, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different autographs on this one baseball. And again, something that I cherish and love and would never sell, because first of all, how do you value something like this? It's never going to be more valuable to someone else than it is to me. And so I'd rather just as soon keep it. I mean, the autographs together aren't that valuable, and it's a weird conglomeration of players that doesn't have any sensical rhyme or reason to it. So for me, it's just awesome, and I love it. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you have a great week. Happy Monday to everybody. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. Keep collecting.